Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Erroneous Victor, and this is Insur-Rants, where I rant about insurance because it's my day job. And I can't believe some of the stuff that I'm seeing in these headlines, let alone in the rating systems, let alone in the claim side, let alone everywhere else. So let's dive in. A frenzy of tropical activity predicted for the 2024 hurricane season. That's right. Flood insurance is what we want to talk about. Hurricane insurance is what we want to talk about. But we ain't going to get into all that because this ain't about educational, you should know to-dos and how-tos. This is simply the news as it's coming. 2 months from today, hurricane season begins. And if y'all are in states that are impacted, I greatly sympathize. I wish I could do whatever I can to help. That's why I'm doing this. AccuWeather and our National Weather Service and all the big data places, they're come together. They're saying we're looking at 20 to 25 named storms, 8 to 12 hurricanes, 4 to 7 major hurricanes, 4 to 6 direct U.S. impacts. Now let's unpack that because I don't know, is that 20 to 25 named storms plus 8 to 12 hurricanes plus 4 to 7 hurricanes? Because that sounds devastating. But if it is of 4 to 7 of these 8 to 12 are going to be more severe, and then 8 to 12 of these storms are actually going to materialize to be hurricanes, that's still terrible. Now, what do they say as a follow-up? Why is this happening? Oh, I'm sorry. Who's impacted? The Texas coast, Florida Panhandle, South Florida, and Carolinas are at a higher than average risk of direct impacts this season. Which y'all know, if you live in the area, y'all know. It comes, is a season, and then it goes. But what they're saying is higher than average. Which isn't that been everything these days? So the 4 driving forces behind the increase, they say the ocean temperatures. I'm glad they don't say global warming, but with that said, we're talking about, yes, water temperatures. We're talking about El Niño and La Niña, which is a mixture of hot and cold pressures, not just the water temperature, but the actual temperature of the wind. And then the African weather patterns. This actually sounds like, what's that got to do with us? But as this wind blows from the hot continent of Africa, warming the waters in between, that's the Atlantic, it's going to then also drop some other debris, dust, sand from the Saharas. All that goes into the ocean to, create friction, and that causes warmth. So this here, Bermuda Azores high positioning, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know everything about all this that they're talking about. I don't really never heard of that one. I'm not going to dive into it right now because I'm sure it'll come back up. What I do know is that they're talking about this specific area, pressure area known as the Bermuda Azores High, can be offset further south and east due to warmer waters. So this can send storms right into the Caribbean and into the Gulf of Mexico. So they're talking about how this particular wind pattern is taking an effect into another area just beyond the Atlantic. So why do we want to talk about insurance? Because it's my day job. But why do I want to rant about insurance? Because I can take off the professional hat for just a second and let y'all know what it is that I'm really thinking, feeling. Because if you don't know, now you know. And if you need some coverage, don't know what you got, then you need to ask somebody. And if you don't know who to talk to, well, I got a license. Let's start with a DM.